What's good? It's Chaz, the CNC Commander Chief of Black Hand Entertainment. Black Hand's a label, Black Hand's a gang. What's good?
What's the deal? What's going on for the 2008 for Black Hand?
What it is, we getting usual on, we getting grassroots street grinding up to par. We got Graph's joint coming, we got Prince joint, we got the film project we've been working on, Inside Out. That may, seemingly get done this year. We got a new addition, Nat from LI rocking with us. We got the Black Hand Chain Gang project coming with Most Wanted and Rugged, our BK family. We just gonna get on the road, man, and do what we do, after that point, and promote our stuff and get that money.
So I heard you talking about Nat. What's going on with that?
Yeah, no, it's coming, we hooked up and, Nat, he has a lot of talent, so, and he speaks to the streets too, so we getting together and, going to make that movement more powerful.
Mm-hmm. So what's going on with Graph's new project?
Graph, he should have a single hitting shortly. He should have a joint going to radio shortly. And we're going to see what happens from there, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be on the road and, we're still doing our prison tour. We're going through the prisons and we're going to hit the road and just go through a lot of hoods and just build with the community and build our fan base up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm up in the barbershop cutting. Mad people asking me all type of questions to ask you. But they definitely was feeling that American gangster. How did them cats get in touch with you for that?
Well, I don't know how their little system works, but we and how they go about choosing what they're choosing. But, my story's been in, magazines and stuff like that. Not the whole situation, but basically references to my background. And I think we had some cross comments with them dealing with the first season, and some kind of critical comments came from us toward them about all they were showing was that either there was two ends to somebody that was from the street or got into that life. Either you was either dead or you was in the penitentiary, and while that could be true, there's still another ending that they haven't publicized, and I thought that that was something that the show was lacking. So when I was approached, I agreed to let my story be told, and under the understanding that it would be considerably accurate. I don't want I don't need no narrator for me, although, they had their usual narrator. I wanted to be a part and express what I felt, directly to the public, and make no mistake. I wanted to definitely the public to know that, I wasn't remorseful, I wasn't scared straight, I wasn't none of that, you know what I mean? Like some people make mistakes and some people make choices, and I made choices in my life that, I have no regrets of doing, and, I accepted what came with it. You know what I mean? I definitely wanted to convey, that to the public, that, you can make changes in your life. We make choices and you can make changes, but it's all on you. You know what I'm saying? And definitely that I wanted to get the point across that if you can conceive something and believe it, you can achieve it. You know what I mean? Nothing's beyond, what you can mentally put together. You know what I'm saying? If you can mentally put it together and believe in it, you can get it. You can do it. You know what I'm saying? So and that's coming from straight from the street. And I wanted to be known that, again, that all Indians ain't how they portrayed it. You know what I'm saying? And that you make choices, and there are loyalties, and there are rules and stuff that you live by, and codes of honor. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't live by it, and it is what it is. But I just wanted people to know that you can live by it, and you can, do whatever or face whatever you got to face with dignity and principle, and come out with your head up. You know what I mean? So, while they approached me, I just thought that it was, good timing for me to, just let my feelings and my story be known. So that's what it was.
It's a lot going on since, growing up from back in the 60s, 70s, the 90s, now it's the 2000 era. What kind of changes did you see on the streets?
Well, when I saw that it was like a change in how it used to be more of a sense of community. I think because the enemy was really more visible back then. So, I think now, like the racism and all that other stuff is a little more hidden or disguised. So back then, like the community would be a little more in tune with each other, a little more unified. And an example of that would be like, say if the police or something, just, this is just one example. If the police was chasing us, or, I would be trying hard to be hoping I would be near, the projects where I came from, because into those projects that I could probably go to any household and they would hide me. You know what I'm saying? They would put me, I could run anywhere, knock on the door, they open that door up and close it, and, it'd be that. You knock on somebody's door in the project now, they gonna be dialing 911. That's the difference, you know what I'm saying? So, and everybody had and knew, who the real enemy was, that we really policed our own communities instead of letting the police, run our communities and just run up on us any kind of way, lay us on the ground, disrespect us, disrespect our families, and disrespect, our whole community. Like, it was a difference in that, People didn't have that shit then, And I don't take it as nobody's fault. I just take it as the level of respect that they have promoted. I think it's intentionally that the powers that be, the government or the state, have deliberately, in terms of time, destroyed that fabric of the feeling of, of comradness and community within the community, intentionally, so they could do what they do. They promote snitching, they promote disunity, you know what I'm saying? They promote a child that might be disciplined by a parent. They promote that child to come in to a school and tell on their parent and get their parents locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we would never have no shit like that. So that's the difference. And again, I think that it was intentionally done and intentionally put out that, it's their thing, divide and conquer, really. That's been their thing all the time. If they can divide and conquer, they always remain in control. If they can promote this unity, they always remain in control. And again, it may not be even the fault of any of people in our hood, because a lot of that was destroyed by, putting the male population of the hoods in penitentiaries. You know what I'm saying? By them, letting the drug game just run crazy as far as the usage of drugs within the community. Just let that shit go berserk. You know what I'm saying? So if the guys and the male figures, or the figures that could really, instill some enlightenment, if they were either locked down, or drugged out, it was easier for the outsiders to control the communities and keep us in a place where they could justify more jobs for themselves, justify more police, justify more judges, justify more prosecutors, justify more prisons and prison guards. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was designed. It was a design there, because in any hood that you know, that just think about it. You can get a gun faster than you can get a diploma. You know what I'm saying? And we don't make them. So, you know what I'm saying? We definitely don't. We ain't got no gun factories. And you can get a gun faster in our hood than you can get a diploma. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that's the difference, and the difference in how we feel about each other right there in our own hoods. You know what I'm saying? It's changed tremendously from that time. And you always expect change, but you would hope for change for the better. You know what I'm saying? So, the overall is a lot different. Overall, you might find a lot more young millionaires running around, but then you find overall you find the same millionaires that ain't helping nobody but themselves. You know what I'm saying? Not that anybody owes anybody anything or, to help anybody. But the thing is that, even you can understand what they feel, because the community somehow has the crab in the barrel type mentality, that even if a dude is doing good, they trying to drag him back to do bad. You feel me? So it's the difference I see again is that the self-hate is greater than it was at that time when you used to hate the enemy, the real enemy. You know what I'm saying? That we don't come together on that no more.
Taking it to the enemy, it feels like when you take it to the music game, it feels like cats is treating each other like they're enemies. It don't seem like that was the case in the 80s. What do you think changed that from the 80s until the present time?
Well, I think the level of success, it's funny, right? Like the thing, and it's like not only funny, it's crazy how this happens. Like most of the guys that struggle to get into the music business that may be on top now, right? They was probably taken the same way, either was taken advantage of or, had to, jump through hoops almost to get a meeting with somebody. I mean, and dudes would intentionally do that because the record industry, the guys that's in the record business, some of them seem to be so fake and it's borderline cowardice that they don't tell a motherfucker like, yo, we ain't taking a meeting, nigga. This, I can't do nothing for you. It is what it is, And what happens is that the dudes that go through them same changes and get exposed to that same kind of coward move and the not accepting the phone calls, all that dumb shit they do, and no, kid, I got you, and then you can't reach them no more, all that fake shit. The dudes that get in it start assimilating, taking on the same behavior. Once they get to a point they're making, instead of going in there and start changing it, and that like maybe that'll trickle down and start multiplying where you get a better character of person within the music business, they assimilate the same bullshit punk behavior that they have experienced. You know what I'm saying? So, my feeling about the music business is, I don't really feel that great about what it has to offer. A dude has to, as far as in terms of that, and I don't say every individual is like that, but I think that what the case should be is that dudes should come into the business and just, set the right examples, you know what I'm saying, of how to, do business or conduct business, you know what I'm saying? But, it is what it is,
So what do you think this, where the beef is taking? There's a lot of cats out here hurting each other over the rap game.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of things going on. I mean, a lot of rap beef ain't beef. You know what I mean? Like, that shit ain't even, I don't get it. It's a lot of conversation, most of it, you know what I mean? And usually it ain't even, when it goes down, it ain't even the dudes that are the rappers themselves, that's involved. Like, probably, other influences that make that happen. You know what I mean? But, a lot of it ain't beef, and a lot of it shouldn't even be taken that seriously, but it goes there, you know. But it's enough money. If you're in the game to make money, then make money. If you're in the street, then be in the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, shouldn't mix. You know, if you got beef, then it's real beef. Then keep it in the street. If you on some record with that shit, then that shit ain't real beef. You know, that shit is just some lip service.
Yeah, it definitely feels like that, but it feels like it's selling. You feel the consumer.
No, well,
like
controversy. I mean, like you know, like anything else that in the film business, you know, sex and violent films sell. You know what I'm saying? So you know, this in entertainment, you know, WWF it sells. You know what I'm saying? People go in for the wrestlings. I mean, people like boxing. You know, that sells. So you know, people like to see conflict. You know, and not even the people that's involved. You know, it's people from the outside. You know that. They want to hear this record, you know what I'm saying? It's entertaining, you know what I'm saying, to them. So, basically, you know, people feel that it sells, and sometimes they get into it like that, you know, and that's what they do, you know. But the public likes that shit, you know. The public like violent films and shit, you know, violence, conflict, controversy.
It was definitely one question Mom Dukes wanted me to ask you. She wanted to know, what kind of pressure did you have to put on homeboy to make him have to stay in prison for when you escape?
Oh, I can't really talk about that. They still trying to figure that out. Yeah. They're still trying to figure that out. You know, as well. I mean, on there they said, you know, and they suspect by force. I'm not going to give them that bit of information. You know what I mean? They know what happened. Everything that they knew that happened like that. The stuff they don't know, they still don't know. You know what I'm saying?
But we definitely appreciate this exclusive footage. Live at the Barbershop DVD.